Yo, what's up, dudes? Welcome to the channel. I'm just some guy. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. If you're not new here, well, welcome back. We are on the new camera, and the cool thing is I can control that camera from this phone, and so that's actually real sweet. But hold on, I want to test something real quick. Does it shut off if my screen goes off? It doesn't. Oh, okay, fantastic. So, it's been a couple days. I thought I was going to get this camera on Wednesday, and so I waited because it was like, oh, it'll be there sometime between noon and 10 p.m. And I'm like, wow, that's a really big time frame there. That's kind of crazy. And then like 9 o'clock, it's like, oh, man, we're running late. We'll be there Friday. So I didn't make a video on Wednesday. I was going to make a video yesterday for Thanksgiving, which, happy Thanksgiving for those of you who celebrate. For those of you who don't celebrate, happy Thanksgiving anyways. But, you know, I thought it'd be rude to just do it at my mom's house. Now I was going to do it on the drive back, but there were like 7 billion police officers on the road when I was driving home. So I was like, you know, maybe not. Maybe we won't drive and record today. You know, maybe that's just what we won't do. So, then yesterday, because today is Saturday, right? The problem with 4-day weekends is that I don't know what day it is. Thursday felt like Saturday. Yesterday felt like Saturday. Today feels like Sunday. When I looked at Amazon earlier, it said Cyber Monday sales, and then I was really confused because I was like, wait a second. Is it Monday? Did I just sleep for like 3 days? It's not Monday, as far as I know. Although I kind of wish it was Monday because then I'd be closer to Path of Exile 2. But anyways, I got the camera yesterday. I played around with it a little bit. Set it up and everything like that. But I didn't really eat anything yesterday because I just wasn't feeling very good. Then I went to sleep like super, super early. So, here you are. Today, and I got a couple of things to talk about. So well, hold on. First, let me tell you about my post office, dude. So, me and the mail guy have been like in this thing for like a while now, where they don't like to deliver mail to my door, like packages and stuff. So, like in the past, you know, I've gotten large books, like my, like the Berserk manga omnibuses, like the really big hardbound books. And so Amazon will be like, oh, let's send this through USPS. And then they'll be like, oh, couldn't deliver. There was a dog in the yard. And I'm like, that's not true. And then they'll be like, oh, couldn't deliver because person wasn't home. And I'm like, one, you don't need to tell me whether or not I'm here or not. Just leave it on the doorstep. And two, I was here because I don't ever leave my house. And so, out of principle, I'm not driving 20 minutes to the post office to get the thing that I wanted delivered to my house. Now, I've put in the description, like in the delivery description, don't leave it in my mailbox, deliver it to my front door. Because, in my opinion, if UPS, FedEx, DHL, Amazon, all of them can deliver that stuff to my front door, you as well, mail person, can deliver a package to my front door if it doesn't fit in my mailbox. And at least, on your excuse, just put I didn't want to deliver it. Don't put some bullshit like, oh, there was a dog in the yard. A dog was not in my yard. And if it was a dog in my yard, it wasn't my dog. And the chances of that happening are so astronomically low that all you would have had to have done was just honk the horn and the dog would have left, or I would have come to the door and been like, yo, whose dog is that in the driveway? That's crazy. Get out of here, dog. I need my package. So today, I'm not sure. Oh, so what I do is I just put return. I tell them to return it, and then I just ask for a refund, and then I order it again, but then I order it with all of the other stuff that I'm going to order from Amazon, so that way Amazon is forced to deliver it with the Amazon truck. That way, it comes to my door. Now, if they still put it in the mailbox, I would walk down there and I would get it out of the mailbox. But they don't even deliver stuff into my mailbox. They just don't deliver my packages. So honestly, if Elon Musk cut the entire, like there was a time where they were like, President Trump's going to get rid of the USPS. I was like, good. Good. I don't care. You don't bring me my packages anyways. But that aside, apparently they must have said something to him, or because the package was so large today, the mail person had to deliver it to my door, and he was seething. You could tell how mad he was because, like, of course the dog got upset because, you know, somebody was in the driveway. And so I'm standing there in the window, like, just watching. Dude was so mad that he had to drive down my driveway to deliver stuff to my door. I don't know what changed. Because, I mean, normally he would have just, you know, been like, oh, that's not deliverable or something along those lines. Like, I've had plenty of packages the same size as what came today just get yeeted into the ether by the post office. So I'm not sure what happened today, but that dude was mad that he had to drive down my driveway and do his job. Now somebody will be like, oh, well, technically they don't have to deliver it to your door because your post office box or your mailbox is like the point of delivery for all of your packages and all of your mail. Shut up, drive down my driveway and put it on my front door. Everyone else does it. Walmart does it. DoorDash does it. FedEx, everybody else does it. Just drive it down here and put it on my front doorstep. That's just the way it is. That just is what it is. But boy, he was mad. You could just see him huffing as he, you know, scanned in each of the items. And the fun thing is, apparently, they never sent back, like, 2 of the things. Because I got, like, the package that was supposed to come today. I got a gaming mouse that I ordered 6 months ago. I got an AC adapter that I ordered a week ago that they just said they weren't going to deliver. And I got like 2 other things that just were in the ether for a while. So not only did I get refunds for those on Amazon because they said that they were shipping them back, but now I got them. So, you know, it is what it is. I guess I have a new a backup gaming mouse for whenever one of them dies. Or when I need it for another computer or laptop or something. Maybe I'll just throw it in my laptop bag because I repurposed my laptop gaming mouse a while back for one of the work laptops. So, yeah, we'll just do that. But, yeah. I'm sure I won't get any other packages anytime soon. So I'm just going to go back to my method of, like, bulk purchasing stuff from Amazon just so that it doesn't go through the USPS. Now, the thing that gets me, right, is that based on where my address is, the post office is like a 20-minute drive. But there is a post office quite literally 2 minutes down the road from me. And I don't understand why I wouldn't be served by that post office instead of the one that's like way out in the middle, like way away from me. If it was right down there, I wouldn't have a problem just driving down there because it's just at the end of the road and then I turn a left and then boom, it's right there. But I'm not driving 20 minutes one way to go to a post office when the dude could have just drove down my driveway. It's the principle of the matter. If I wanted to drive 20 plus minutes to go get something, I would have just went to the store. That's the whole point. I didn't want to drive that far for the thing that I purchased. So, yeah. So that was an interesting way to start my morning. So, hopefully your Thanksgiving was good. I know a lot of people were dreading Thanksgiving because of politics, right? I've seen a lot of things where, you know, politics ruined this Thanksgiving for everybody. You know, but that's actually kind of anything new. Like, politics has been ruining Thanksgivings for the last, 8 years? This year's probably been way worse, but thankfully for me, it's just me, my mom, and my brother. And my brother, went off a little bit about some politics, but I was just like, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. No point in arguing this point because I don't care. Yeah, I quite literally don't care. Were some of the things he was saying factually incorrect? Yeah, but what's the point? What's the point in arguing it? However, I did get to partake in one of my favorite holiday activities yesterday and a little bit this morning, and that is trolling people on the internet. Now, I miss the days when you could just actively troll. There's an art form to trolling, because when you troll people, you troll them about things that you just don't really care about at all, but you're just trying to see them mad, right? There's a difference between somebody who does care about said thing and is trying to get somebody mad. So, when it comes to politics, right? People care about both of those things, both sides, and they're intentionally trying to make the other side mad, and they're antagonistic. But trolling, in my opinion, and tell me if, your definition is different, but trolling is something that you could quite literally not give a shit about, but you're making people mad just for the lulz. And my favorite thing to do is make people real mad on not only Thanksgiving, but Columbus Day as well. When everybody's like, blah, 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 indigenous people, blah, 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 natives. And so I will spend a good portion of my day going through and just antagonizing and trolling these people and getting them real mad. And I'm like, man, if only you had that energy, if only your ancestors had that energy when they were getting wiped off this land. And you will just instantaneously get 40 replies from people that are just big mad. Now, I don't care one way or the other. Yeah, I really don't care. If you want to say it's Indigenous Peoples Day, cool, whatever. If you want to, it's Thanksgiving to me. It doesn't really matter. But, man, does it get people super, super, super mad when you just roll through and you go, excuse me, I'm Native American. And they're like, oh, what tribe are you from? And I'm like, none. I don't know. I just live here. I was born here. My mom and dad were born here. My grandpa was born here. I'm like, how far do I have to go back to be Native? And then they're like, you don't understand. You're not native. You're an immigrant. And I'm like, I ain't an immigrant here. That's crazy, dude. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just go into the thread. I'll just drop like one line and then just mute it. I just know that people have big feelings and big opinions about that. And I think that trolling is an art form that we've lost over the years. Because, you know, when you're trolling somebody, like if you get counter-trolled and you get lost in your feelings, well, you lost. Because you got lost in your feelings. But I think that when trolling was a big thing, right? Because, like, nobody really trolls anymore. Nobody calls it trolling. You know, when we lost, like, the culture of trolling, people got entirely too serious about everything forever. It's like things are allowed to be offensive. You know, some people will be like, ugh, this isn't funny at all. And I'm like, I think it's funny. I think it's funny now because you don't think it's funny. You know? It's like, you know, people just need to stop taking everything so serious. So serious all the time. Everything's super serial all the time, every day, when it really just doesn't matter. Like, it just doesn't. Like, you're going to wake up tomorrow, everything's probably going to be about the same. You're going to go to work. Well, you might not go to work because it's Sunday, but maybe you did go to work. You know, people are still going to suck. Your job's not going to be what you want it to be. And it don't matter. You know? I think we have it so easy in life now. Because even if you're like, look, I've been homeless before. I've been, like, when people are like, oh, you don't understand. You don't know how it is. Like, man, I've been homeless. Like, I've had to do the hooker bath in, like, a bathroom with, like, the BW3s, like, wet wipes to just, like, you know, get myself all cleaned up and stuff like that before going to work because I just slept in my car. You know, because I didn't have a place to live. I mean, I've been hella poor. Now I'm not, but, you know, it's like, none of it matters at the end of the day. Like, it just really doesn't. Like, you just gotta do what you gotta do. And it's like, life's too short to be worried about everything all the time. Like, we as a culture just have it way too easy, man. Like, other countries, you know, that are poor, war-torn, like, they're not sitting there worried about, like, oh, no, we're calling this Thanksgiving, and, you know, all of that time ago, you know, they let the settlers in, and then the settlers killed them and took their land. No, they're trying to figure out where they're eating tomorrow, you know, or today, for that matter. You know, like, who cares? Yeah, some stuff happened. Ain't that big of a deal. Yo, does anybody who drinks lemonade always feel like when you finish lemonade, you want more lemonade? Is, like, lemonade one of those, like, just things? Because it's like, you know how, like, when you drink cold milk at, like, 3 in the morning, like, you can't ever drink enough milk. You're just like, oh, God, I gotta have more milk. You know, same thing with, like, apple cider for me. But it's like, whenever I drink lemonade, it's like I will just drink nothing but lemonade until my lemonade powder is out. And then I go back to just drinking normal water until I order more lemonade powder. Does anyone else have that feel with, like, lemonade? Because it's like I can't just drink, like, one glass of lemonade. I just be sitting there, I'm like, oh man, oh yeah. Now I'm like, you know, seven big like glasses deep of lemonade, and now I'm peeing every like 15 minutes. You know? See, that's the kind of stuff that I have to worry about. I don't have to worry. Like, in my head, I'm not thinking like, oh man, what if my ancestors oppressed somebody 300 years ago? No, I'm worried that I now have to pause my game every 15 minutes to go pee because I drank 7 cups of lemonade. That's the real things, you know, that I'm worried about. That normal people are worried about. I feel like if you've got time, you know, Jonas will get this one. This was always something, this was something that my dad would have said. If you got time to worry about how indigenous people 300 years ago were treated, you got time to get another job. That's right. Yeah. You got time to sit around and do nothing, you got time to get another job and pay me some rent. That's what you got. And you tell that Jonas kid not to park in the middle of my damn driveway. Who parks in the middle of the driveway? Kids these days. That would have been the whole discussion too, as he woke me up, you know, to go to work. So that was my couple of days. I'm excited about this camera. I did get this like tripod thing for it, but I don't feel like it's very tall. Not like my other tripod. So I think I'm gonna have to like mount the other tripod, or like, you know, get a taller tripod for this. And stuff like that for like when I'm out in the garage and stuff. Rest of the day, I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to put some of my blacksmithing and knife sharpening stuff up in the basement. I kind of want to get like a big work table down there. I have one, but it's kind of high. It's like mid chest level, lower chest level. But I want one that I can just like kind of sit down at. So we'll see. I might order something for down there, but I'm not sure yet. I got a bunch of cleaning stuff coming in because I got to clean that floor up because it still smells musty from where the water and everything was done down there. But I am done eating. And now I'm done with this. And the other cool thing is, right, so I can stop this here and then it just goes directly to my phone and then I upload from my phone right to YouTube for you. So hopefully this quality is good. I'm going to go back through and watch it. I made sure to put like the highest quality. Oh, I got like it came with like a 64 gig thing and it's like, oh, it can record like 2 hours of stuff before you got to empty everything off. And I'm like, that's like 3 meals. Like, what do you mean? So I ordered like a 1.5 terabyte. It's crazy how cheap storage has become. Like, I remember back in my day, first off, terabyte drives didn't even exist. But if you tried to get anything with a T in it, now it's like a couple $100 minimum. Now, it's like you buy a 1.5 terabyte micro SD card for $80. How far we've come over time. Anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy, homies. Peace out. Stopping it.